A very good day everyone, this is Anjana here bringing you a lot of information from atoms to space. Our mere existence on this beautiful planet called Earth is due to sun's heat and light. But how much do we know about our sun? Have you ever wondered when and how our sun is formed? Do you know what is inside the sun and why it is so hot? Is there any real end of the world? If so, when is it? I'm going to share a lot of mind-blowing information about our sun. Let's get started. Among the trillions of stars in this universe, the sun is the first brightest star near to Earth. The mean distance between the sun and the Earth is roughly 150 million kilometers, and we call this an astronomical unit. We can call sun a hot plasma ball. We all know the three basic states of matter: solid, liquid and gas, right? If we pass heat in this gaseous state until its atoms breaks apart, we will obtain the fourth state of matter called plasma. So the sun is in this state. Then talking about the size of our sun, the diameter of the sun is nearly 1.39 million kilometers. This is 109 times greater than the Earth. If we want to weigh the sun, it equals 3,33,000 Earths. In our total solar system, the sun contributes nearly 99.86% of the mass. The biggest planet, Jupiter's contribution towards mass is 0.02%. So our Earth may just look like a dot next to sun. Moving on to when and how the sun is formed, the age of our sun is roughly 4.6 billion years. Our universe is not an empty space. It is made of interstellar molecular clouds filled with hydrogen, helium, dust particles, etc. An explosion happened in one such cloud and it turned like a flat disk. At the center, the gravity pulled more and more material, forming the gigantic sun. The other particles in the disk also started clumping together, forming a larger spherical objects to have their own gravity and started revolving around the sun. And they are called the planets and thus forming our solar system. Let's move on to the main topic: what is inside sun and why it is so hot. The sun is mainly made up of two elements, approximately 73% of hydrogen and 25% of helium. Hydrogen is the main fuel for any star to shine. Due to nuclear fusion, 600 million tons of hydrogen fuses to helium every second. This nuclear fusion process is the main reason for the sun's heat. This nuclear fusion process happens in the center of the sun. The innermost 0 to 25% of the sun center is called the core, and the heat produced in this place is transmitted outwards through the other layers of the sun. The temperature of the core here is nearly 15.7 million Kelvin. The next layer of the sun, that is from 25% to 70% of the radius, is called the radiative zone. The plasma here is so dense, so the heat photons will bounce a lot here and will form a zigzag pattern to move outwards, and it will take more than 100 years for the heat photons to move out from this layer. The temperature drops from 7 million to 2 million Kelvin as the distance from the core increases. Next, the dashed line is the partition layer between the radiative zone and the next convective zone. The next layer of the sun is called the convective zone, where the heat is transferred outwards in the form of convective currents. The heat moves out like a hot air bubble, so compared to the radiative zone, the photons will escape this layer faster. The next layer of the sun is the photosphere, which is about 10 to 100 km in thickness. The temperature here is just 5800 Kelvin. 500 km above the photosphere is the coolest part of the sun, where the temperature is only 4100 Kelvin. Next comes the sun's atmosphere, which in turn is divided into four parts: chromosphere, transition region, corona and heliosphere. The thickness of the chromosphere is 2000 km and the temperature here is 20,000 Kelvin. The transition region is 200 km thick and the temperature here is 1 million Kelvin. The average temperature in the next corona layer is 1 million to 2 million Kelvin, while at some hottest points in the temperature shoots from 8 million to 20 million Kelvin. The reason for this high temperature is still unknown. Then comes the heliosphere. This is the outermost layer where the solar wind flows continuously. We always used to color the sun in yellow or orange, but the color of the sun is white. In 1666, Sir Isaac Newton observed the sunlight using the prism and concluded that the white sunlight is made of 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. The sky looks blue since our atmosphere scatters the blue light from the sun, which has the shortest wavelength. The sunlight is made of 50% infrared, 40% visible light and 10% of ultraviolet rays. The sunlight will take 8 minutes 19 seconds to reach the Earth from sun. So, where is our sun located in this universe? A cluster of stars is called a galaxy. The galaxies are of different shapes and sizes. There are small galaxies with 10,000 stars to huge galaxies with trillion stars. The name of our galaxy is the Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is located at a distance of 26,000 light years from the center. 1 light year is 9.46 trillion kilometers. And our sun is not just staying in one place. In the same way our planets orbit the sun is orbiting the center of the galaxy at a speed of 220 kilometers per second. Even at this speed, it will take 230 million years to make a full round around the center. It is really hard to think how big the universe is and how small we are. As I have already said, hydrogen is like a fuel for any star to shine. But what will happen if we run out of fuel? Once our sun runs out of hydrogen, there will be no nuclear fusion process. The sun's outer layer will start expanding. The sun will become so huge so that it will engulf our first two planets, Mercury and Venus, and it will be very near to Earth. At this distance, it will be so hot on the Earth and all our oceans will evaporate. As a result, our Earth will become uninhabitable. All these things will happen only in another 5 billion years. Since ancient times, sun played an important role in designing calendars or calculating time, and even now it is worshipped as a god in many religions. Whether you see the sun as a god or a star, it is important to thank the sun for giving a new day to run towards your goal. Every day is a new beginning, and the distance between you and your goal is reduced by a day. Just keep running towards your goal and you are the winner. Okay friends, just click a like if you like this video. If you find it useful, share it with your friends, and to watch more such videos, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye. Cheers.